and welcome to another class. Today we are going to be studying maths, and our topic in maths today is fractions. Fraction is a small or tiny part or amount of something. Fraction is a small or tiny part or amount of something. Let's say, for instance, what I have here is an eraser. This is a whole eraser. Removing a tiny part of this eraser, if I was to cut anything, let's say for instance I remove this is going to be a fraction of this eraser that I have removed from the eraser. The eraser is no more whole again because I have removed a fraction of the eraser. That is what fraction is about. So fraction can be written as, you have 1 over 2, which is known as 12, 3 over 4, 6 over 3, or 8 over 10. Anytime you see anything like this anywhere, it's known as a fraction. Identification of fraction. Here, these are our different shapes. You have your circle, square, triangle, and rectangle. And from this, almost everything, if not everything, we see in our daily lives is represented like this. So we are going to use this to identify and explain fraction better. Let's say for this circle, this can be your cake. And if you see this circle is divided into 3 parts. You have 1, 2, 3. It's divided into 3. Then if I was to shade one out of these 3 parts, remember it was divided into 3 and I shaded 1. So now from the shaded part, and I'm asked what is the fraction of the shaded part of this circle, I will say there are 3 parts, but I shade only 1 part of the circle, which will now make it 1 shaded part all over the 3 whole parts of the circle. So the shaded part of this circle is going to be 1 over 3. So the fraction of the shaded part of this circle is 1 over 3. Then we go to the rectangle. We have 4 parts in this rectangle. By dividing it, we divided it into 4. So now if you are asked the shaded part of this thing, if I shade 1, 2, and 3, it's going to be 3 shaded parts all over the total 4 parts of the circle. Are you following me? 3 shaded parts all over the 4 shaded parts of the circle. So let's come to this other place. This is a triangle, the same 4. So let's go shade. You now say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many parts did I shade? I shade the whole part of the circle. That is 4 shaded parts all over the 4 parts of the circle, of the triangle. Now we have the rectangle, which is 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we are told to shade. If we shade 1, 2, and you are told to label this is going to be 2 shaded parts all over the whole 6 parts of the circle. So this is how you identify your fraction. So leveling your fraction here, this is 3 over 4. From this 3 over 4, the number on top in every fraction, the number on top is known as the numerator. The number on top is known as the numerator. Then the number below is known as the denominator. The number below is known as what? The denominator. In every fraction, here for example, 1 over 2, the 1 is the numerator and the 2 is the denominator. The denominator is the number that divides the number. The denominator divides the numerator. The denominator divides the numerator, right? So here we are going to be talking about types of fractions. There are 2 types of fractions, which are known as the proper and improper fraction. The proper and the improper fraction. Proper fraction is the fraction where the numerator is less than the denominator and the value is less than 1. A proper fraction is a fraction where the numerator, which is the number on top, is less than the denominator, which is the number below, and the value is less than 1. The value means if you divide the numerator with the denominator, what you will get is going to be less than 1. So that is what is known as proper fraction. Example of proper fraction is 2 over 3. If you can see here, 2 is less than 3. 2 is less than 3, where 2 is the numerator and 3 is the denominator. And here you have 3 over 6 as a fraction, as a proper fraction, because 3 is less than 6. And you have 4 over 8 as a proper fraction, because 4 is less than 8. And if you were to find the value of all these numbers, everything will be less than 1. So the second type of fraction is the improper fraction. The improper fraction is the fraction where the numerator is equal to or greater than the denominator. Where the numerator is equal to or greater than the denominator. Here we are talking of opposite. The value of each fraction is equal to 1 or greater than 1. Example is 3 over 2 as an improper fraction. 3 over 2 as an improper fraction, you see 3 as the numerator is greater than 2 as the denominator. And if you were to divide this, 2 will divide 3 one time. So the value now is going to be 1 or greater than 1. Here you have 3 over 3 as an improper fraction. Remember, they said it's equal to or greater, and 3 and 3 are both equal. So it means that this is an improper fraction. And you have 8 over 4 as an improper fraction, because 8 as a numerator is greater than 4 as a denominator. And you now have 9 over 6 as an improper fraction, because 9 as a numerator is greater than 6 as a denominator. So I wish with this I'll be giving you exercise that you submit later, right? Okay, so for this first exercise, I want us to identify so we'll use our circle, our rectangle, and our square. So for here, we want this and this, and we are shading 1 and 2. You give an answer here, and for the rectangle is 1, 2, 3. This is it. So we want you to make this 4 over 8. Find this here, and here is square. So we're going to be shading. This is 3. So the next one, this is 1, 2, 3. So out of these 10 fractions, I want us to identify proper and improper fractions. 2 over 4, 5 over 6, 8 over 4, 3 over 2, 2 over 2, 6 over 9. 7 over 4. 4 over 10. 10 over 10. 12 over 22. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So from the following. You can see from there, right? You zoom it. So this is your homework. Right, thank you.
Good morning, class, and welcome to another time of learning. Today we are going to be doing verbal reasoning, and in this verbal reasoning today we are going to be doing coding. We are going to use the alphabet in the box to code these words. For instance, the example says write the code for the following words using the alphabet in the box. We have a word like come. So in coding, we check C. C has another alphabet that is directly under it, which is P. Then we go to O. What is the object that the alphabet that is directly above O is B. We go to M. What's the alphabet directly under M? We have Z. Then we go to E. What's the alphabet directly under E? We have R. So we have that the code for come is PBZR. I hope you understand what we are doing. Let's take another word, seat. When we have S, what's the alphabet above S? Is F. The alphabet above I is V. And the alphabet above T is G. So we have that the code for seat is FVG. Let's take more examples. What about if we have an example like blue? A word like blue. What will be the code for blue using this alphabet in the box? Our B will be O. L is Y. U is H. And E is R. So the code for blue is OYHR. What about if we have a word like come? What will be the code for the word come? We have that our C is P, our O is B, our M is Z, and our E is R. So the code for come is PBZR. Let's do one more. What's the code for the word take? We have that our T is G, our A is N, our K is X, and our E is R. So the code for the word take is GNXR. One more. Let's find the code for the word grow. Grow. Let's look for G. Our G is T. Our R is E. Our O is B. And our W is J. So we had that the code for the word grow is TEBJ. Let's have a homework, something we can do on our own at home. Using this alphabet in the box, Find the codes for the following words. For the following words. Find the code for share. Find the code for rear. Find the code for club. Find the code for money. Find the code for train. And the code for flock. I hope we understand all about coding and how coding is done. So let's do this homework and we'll see ourselves in our next class. Thank you. Good day, class, and welcome to another time of learning. Today we're going to be doing home economics. And our topic in home economics this morning is factors influencing choice of personal belongings. Factors influencing choice of personal belongings. But before we go into the factors that influence the choice of personal belongings, I'd like us to know what personal belongings are. Personal belongings are articles or items owned by one person. They are not to be shared with other people. Personal belongings that we have include our clothes, our shoes, our bags, our combs, our brushes, or anything that we use, our underwears, towels. We are not supposed to share them with other people. Then how much of the personal belonging one has depends on a few factors. It depends on, number one, the amount of money you have. The amount of money at hand will tell the quality and the quantity of personal belonging that we can buy. If you have so much money at hand, if for instance you get to the market and they say that a pair of trousers is 500 naira and you have like 2,000 naira on you, that means you will get 4 pairs of trousers. But if you have something like 1,000 on you, that means you have only 2 pairs of trousers to be able to buy with your 1,000 naira. So money greatly affects the amount, the quantity and the quality of personal belongings that we have. And you know that when you go to the market to buy clothes, there are different types of clothes. There are different qualities of clothes. There are different qualities of garments that they sell in the market. The ones that are of high quality are usually more expensive. So if you have enough money on you, you'll be able to buy the clothes that are of high quality and very high quality that will last you for a very long period of time. But if you go to the market with just a little amount of money, you will see that you will be able to just get cheap clothes that when you use it for a few period of months, they wear out and you have to go back to the market to buy clothes all over again. Another factor that affects the kind of personal belongings we have is age. Age is how old a person is. The age can tell on the size of the quality or the size of the personal belongings that you buy from the market. If you go to the market to buy clothes for a baby, you can't buy a cloth that is written 4 years on it for a baby of 2 years or for a baby of 1.5 years old. You buy clothes based on sizes. When you want to buy clothes and shoes, you check the sizes to make sure it's appropriate for the child, the age of the child that you are buying those particular things for. Then we also have boy and girl, or sex. Sex determines whether the person that is buying the clothes is a boy or a girl. We have female trousers and male trousers. You can't go to the market and buy a trouser that is meant for a female, for a male to wear. And you can also go to the market and buy a gown that is meant to be a ball gown that is meant to be for a girl and give it to a boy to wear. So the sex determines the type of personal belongings that we buy or that we have as a person. Then likes and dislikes. People have different likes and dislikes. People have different things that they like based on colors and sizes. Some people like to wear very short skirts, while others like to wear long skirts. Some people like to wear very tight trousers, while others like to wear loose or free trousers. So you see that like and dislike also affect the quality of the personal belongings that we have. We can also say that some people like different colors. Some people like dark colors, while other people like light colors. So if you go to the market and you're buying a personal belonging for somebody who has a light color, likes a light color, you have to put it in mind that the person likes a light color, and you buy a light colored personal belonging for the person so that there will be no confusion. All right, let's have our homework now. Our homework for today. Number 1. What are personal belongings? Number 2. List 5 personal belongings you have. Number 3. Mention 4 factors that affect choice of personal belongings. All right, please do your homework. By the time you revise this note, you'll be able to answer those questions. Do your homework and we'll see you next time. Thank you.